I'm putting us live already. And yeah, let me put the questions here for you guys. The topic today is about traveling, and I love this topic, so I always like to bring it here because I like to talk about places and different cultures and languages. So it's a nice topic for me. So I always try to bring it here. And yeah, and first of all, let me introduce myself. I am Luana, I'll be your hostess today, and I am not a teacher. I'm here to help you with your English, and I think here is a good place for you to practice your speak. And yeah, I love English and I love to talk, so it's an awesome place for me, and it's great to make friends too. So yeah, so can you guys see the questions, everyone? So, Ana, can you introduce yourself a little bit?
Okay, good morning. I am Ana Paula. I live in São José do Rio Preto, São Paulo. I am married. I have 2 kids, but they don't live with me. I worked as a chemistry teacher. However, I've been retired since February 2020 when I decided to start studying English. And I've been studying English since September 2020. And I've been studying English on TALKNTALK since February this year. And I like so much to study English here. That's it about me.
Nice to see you here. And Rogério, what about you?
Okay, well, good morning, Luana and Ana. I'm Rogério, I'm 43. I live in Cosmópolis, São Paulo. I'm married, 2 kids. I have been learning English for 2.5 years, and I work as a manufacturing analyst. And yeah, it's a pleasure to present English to you guys, as always. Thank you. Do you hear me?
Yes, I think Luana.
Nice to have you here.
She got a little bit frozen.
Can you listen?
Yes, now, yes.
Can you?
No.
Yeah, she come back. Oh.
Oh God, she's gone.
Yes, yes. We are together alone together.
Exactly. Well, I never seen this before. The host was gone.
Oh, yes, yes. Uh, how long have you studied English on TalkNTalk?
Well, here in talking talk, something about 1 year.
Yeah, I'm back.
Okay.
Yeah. So there's somebody else coming. Yeah, Luis.
Good morning.
Good
Sorry
morning.
for sorry for to be here a little bit later. Thank you for accepting me.
Don't worry, we didn't even start the conversation.
Thank you. Thank you.
And yeah, so can you introduce yourself?
Okay. Uh, well, my name is Luis. I have 28. I live in a city called Martinho Campos. It's in countryside of Minas Gerais. And that's it. I work with IT. I'm graduated in mechatronics engineer. I like dogs. We have one. I like to ride a bike. And that's it. And I'm here to improve my English.
So nice to see you here today. I just put the questions on the chat. So if you can you see it, the questions?
Yes, I can.
So yeah, we're gonna talk about traveling and knowing new places. And yeah, we're about to start right now. So yeah, the first question is if you like to travel and what place would you like to visit right now? Because it depends on your mood. Like, for example, a few months ago, I like to visit France, and nowadays I like to know more about Japan, for example. So, what place would you like to visit right now? So, Anna, can you start answering this one?
Okay, yes, I do. I really like to travel. And if I could choose a place to visit right now, I would choose Greece because I love to go to the beach. The beach is the best place for me. And I saw some pictures about the beach of Greece, and if I could choose, I would choose Greece right now. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a really beautiful place. So yeah, great choice. So, Rogério, what about you?
Well, guys, of course, I love to travel. I mean, I'm 43, and nowadays, I think it's very important to enjoy your life. I mean, I'm getting old, and I don't have nothing to accomplish in my life anymore. So I'd love to travel to beautiful place. And usually, guys, many people would like to go to US, Canada, Europe. But guys, let me say, yesterday I saw a YouTube video, a short YouTube video, and this YouTube video said, if you are Brazilian, I have 3 places that you can travel like a rich person. And then, wow, well, let's see. In these places are Thailand and Vietnam. Guys, for us Brazilian, it's so cheap because our coin, the real, is very valuable and there. For example, in my case, here in my home, we are in four people. So to travel there in Thailand, uh, we can stay there for 5 days, and for 4 people, you just gonna pay 2,000 reais. It's amazing. In there, Thailand, that has beautiful places, beautiful beaches. So I didn't know that. So I got really interested, and yeah, I'm thinking in my next vacation go there because in the last month I was on vacation, and I went to Guarujá in São Paulo, and I spent almost this money. It's crazy. Yeah, I didn't know that, but and I really recommend you guys Vietnam and Thailand. Search for it. You have to search for it. For us, Brazil is so cheap to travel for there. Yeah, you have to search for it, guys. It's a great trip. Okay.
Yes. My daughter and her husband are going to travel to Thailand in the end of the year. Yes.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yes.
Yeah, like you've got a point. Like sometimes a place that you want to go in Brazil, it's more expensive than a place, a country abroad that you don't know anything, and it's great to visit. So yeah, you've got a point. And yeah, it's really interesting. I think Thailand is really beautiful by the photos that we see. So yeah, and the culture too. So yeah, it's really a cool place to visit. So yeah, great advice. So Luis, what about you?
Well, yes. Just a minute, please. Yes, I do. I like to travel. And where I would like to go, well, if I would like to go for this weekend, for example, to Ouro Preto. It's a beautiful city, not so far from here. It's a historical city, but with a lot of waterfalls, a lot of beautiful places. It's not so hard to go there. I would like to go to some beach in Nordeste. I don't know how to say, but I would like to visit there. And in the past, I would like to do some internship for English country, but nowadays I don't want too much anymore. I don't know why, but for this weekend, for example, I'd like to visit Ouro Preto. I saw a lot of pictures this weekend. I don't know where, maybe on Instagram, and I thought, oh, I want to visit and to know the city. Could be a very good travel for me in the weekend.
Yeah, I think that I live in Rio, and I think that Minas is a really beautiful state of Brazil. Like we have like a lot of nature, and it's so beautiful and cool to visit. You know, the people are nice and cool. So yeah, I think you live in a great place. So yeah,
Yeah, but
and
here have a lot of place too, a lot of beautiful place too that I would like to visit too. In
yeah,
here, there is
yeah,
a
I
lot of
agree.
place.
Yeah, like yeah, I don't know. I think we are always trying to visit things that we don't have daily. Like how can I say that? So things that we,
Yes, I
yeah,
got it. I
you
got
know
it.
what I mean. So
Do you live in city, Rio de Janeiro city?
yeah,
It's a very beautiful city, I think.
yeah. So the next question then. Have you ever traveled abroad, and did you have time to enjoy the trip abroad? So any experience, anything to talk about? So Anna, have you ever traveled abroad?
Yes, I've already traveled abroad. I went to Portugal once in my life, the first trip and the only trip I I did abroad. I traveled with two friends, and our trip was amazing because it was the first trip abroad, and we could enjoy a lot because we stayed there during 20 days. 20 days, yes. And we arrived in Porto, and we visited a lot of cities. And when we returned from Lisboa to São Paulo, and it was amazing. I had time to enjoy my trip with my friends. Yeah, yeah. But in the future, I want to travel with my family abroad, and but I am going to plan this trip. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that 20 days, it's a great time to enjoy the trip and to visit
Yeah.
a lot of places. So yeah, it must be really nice. And Rogério, what about you?
Well, I haven't yet, but as I told you before, I knew about this the, this great opportunity to travel for Thailand and Vietnam, and for us Brazilian is so cheap, and I got really interested. And who knows, in the future, I'm going to talk with my wife because even for us, four people, it's gonna be cheap. And yeah, I'm really interested to travel for country, to know new culture, new food. I don't it's so fun for us. So yeah, I'd like to go there in the future, without a shadow of doubt. Okay.
Yeah, that's great. So, Luis, what about you?
I've never traveled abroad yet. I'm planning maybe next year or the year after next year, but I've never traveled yet.
Yeah, me neither. So, yeah. So, yeah, but I would like to travel abroad too. Like, it's interesting for me, and it's like I would like to visit maybe Europe, like Portugal, like Anna said. I think it's nice, especially because they speak. I would like to know how they speak, it's cool. So I'll
Yes.
try not to laugh, but yeah, but to I get used to their way of saying. But yeah, I think it's really nice. And I think that Europe has a lot of,
Luana, just
yeah, okay.
okay.
I can listen.
Oh, that's okay. Well, I just one point. Have you heard that people from Portugal? I've heard that they don't like Brazilians. They had the kind of prejudice because they used to say that we don't eat Portuguese. They used to heard this kind of thing before.
Yeah, I've heard about it. Like that, I have a friend that moved to Portugal, and she talks about that they have a lot of prejudice against Brazilians, and yeah, it's hard for you to move to that country, like to live in there like daily. I think if you visit for 4 days, 5 days, it has a possibility that someone judges you or something, but it's smaller. But if you live there, it's different. Like you have this routine of people talking about you. So yeah, but I've heard about it. Yeah, unfortunately. And I think that there are a lot of countries, like, for example, if you go to the United States too, I think depending on the people you meet, of course they will judge you for being from South America or something like this. And yeah, unfortunately, guys.
Yeah, this kind of thing happened, unfortunately.
We felt the old man and the old woman. They aren't so friendly or kind. They are a little bit angry. I don't know exactly, but I think Brazilian are very friendly, and we have fun, and Portuguese are more serious. I don't know exactly, but it's not friendly as Brazilian people. No. But it's normal. I think you are traveling. It's normal. But I don't know if you lived there. I think sometimes it's different. Yeah.
Yeah, and like I think there are like really a lot of Brazilians going to live in Portugal, and there are a lot of people coming there. And like we talked about, like we can't avoid like being a Brazilian. Like when you speak, they know you are a Brazilian, so you can't say that you are from another country because you're not speaking English, you're speaking Portuguese in a Brazilian way. So they will know, like you can't avoid that, you know. Yeah, unfortunately. So yeah, let's go to the third question. Tell us a funny story that you've already had in a trip. It can be here in Brazil, abroad, anything. A funny story. Do you have it? Do you have time to think? So, Luis, do you have a funny story that you've had in a trip?
Well, not exactly a fun story, but that that was good travels with family, good travels with friends, that we visit new places. For example, I will say something about other historical cities like Diamantina. I already had there with my friends and it was good. I already been on Tiradentes, for example. It was a very beautiful city too, with my family, and that's it. It was good travels that I will never forget. Not exactly a funny story, but that's it.
Yeah, what about you, Roger? Do you have a funny story in a trip?
Well, I wouldn't say that we had a funny story because everything went pretty normal, in our trips usually. But in one of our vacations, my family and we went to Ubatuba, and we were there in a beach, and my wife, she has a problem in her ear. She can't dive in the sea because she has a problem in her ear. But we insist to her, come on, come with us. Let's see the sea more close. So when a wave came, the wave dropped her, and she got so scared.
Yeah, he's frozen.
Scared when the wave came. The wave. Did you hear me?
No, just a little bit. Yeah, I couldn't listen everything.
Okay. Just the funny story that is when a wave came and dropped my wife in the water. It was funny because she's afraid of the sea because she has a problem in her ear. She can't dive in the water, her head in the water. So it was funny and scary at the same time.
Yeah, poor girl. Yeah. So, Ana Paula, what about you? Did you have a funny story?
The same store always happen with me in the sea. But last September, I traveled with two friends. We went to Guarujá, and one friend has an apartment in Guarujá, and another friend and I were waiting my friend in front of the drugstore next to my daughter's house. And suddenly, a homeless man appeared in front of us. And we were with our suitcase, and my pillow was on top of my suitcase. And the man suddenly, no, you could give me your pillow. So I said, no, I can't, because I am going to travel and I need to sleep with my pillow. So suddenly he, he took my pillow and he hugged my pillow. Oh my God. My friend said, oh, gave me her pillow. No, it's my pillow now, the man said. And oh my God, I stayed without my pillow, because so I said, yes, you can take my pillow, because I think it should be very important for you, and for me it's not possible to sleep in this pillow. And it was now fun, but at the moment it happened, oh my God, I was angry, yes, but now it's funny.
Yeah, he rubbed your pillow.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, crazy.
Yeah.
You couldn't imagine you would lose your pillow.
Oh my God, he hugged my pillow.
Yeah, crazy. So, the next question, yeah, let's skip the question 4 because it's boring. Let's go to question 5. What are the pros and cons about traveling alone? And have you ever traveled by yourself? So, Luis, can you answer this one? What do you think about traveling alone?
Well, I try to answer, but let's go. When we travel with a lot of people, sometimes can happen something like one people want to go to one place, and or a group of people want to go to one place, and others want to go to other place. And I think that I don't have the ideal number, but I travel with four, in a group of 4 or 5 friends, people, and it was good. But I think that more than this could have a conflict of interest in the travel. And I traveled alone once time, but not exactly a full travel alone. I travel apart. It was a part of my travel that alone, took the bus, take some days alone, and after I meet with my family on the beach. And it was good. It was a good experience to take some days alone on the beach. For me, it was very good. Really. But I feel happy when I meet my family too, because it was very good too.
Yeah, I think that when you travel with other people, I think it gets more funny for me. And when you're by yourself, it's great, but it's different. Like it's not the same than when you are with other people. I think it's better for me to travel with other people. I don't know why, because I think it's cool. Like you can like it's funny. Like we have funny situations. We laugh a lot. So yeah, it's great. But yeah, we have those cons, like you said, like of people wanting to go to one place and the other want to go to the other. So yeah, those conflicts. So
Yes, but it was good to travel as a group. I
yeah.
agree with you.
So Rogério, what about you? What do you think about traveling alone?
Well, in my case, guys, traveling alone, I think it is cheap for you to travel alone. You know, you're gonna spend less money than if you travel with your family, without a shot of doubt. For example, in my case, we are in four people, and think about traveling to places like Fortaleza, Maceió. Yeah, in four people, it's gonna cost. In my case, 8,000 reais. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's so expensive. But when you search it for just one person, it just costs 2,000 reais it's cheap. However, we don't have a person that you know to for you to enjoy the trip. You know, because in my case, I'm a shy person. I don't like to talk with people that I don't know so easily. In my case, I think the cons. The pros is when it's gonna be cost for you less money, but you have no one to talk, and yeah, I think like that, unfortunately. Okay.
Yeah, I think you've got a point. Like when you travel by yourself, for example, if you want to go to expensive places or abroad or things like this, when it's far away from you, I think it's better for paying the things. Like it's easier for you to pay and cheaper. But yeah, like I think the ideal thing would be with everybody, but too expensive. So yeah, I agree with that. So, Ana Paula, what about you? What do you think?
I've already traveled by myself once, and I went to Ubatuba, and I didn't like it so much to travel by myself. I think I like to talk to another people and walk on the beach. I think it's possible to have fun when you are with your family or your friends. I think it's uh, it's it's better. But as Rogério and Luis said, it's cheaper to travel alone. And for example, when you have two kids and you and your wife work and you have to pay to other people and travel in Brazil is very expensive. So I think the cons is about the price. I think it's very expensive to travel with your family, mainly when you have two kids and they are studying at school, and it's possible to travel in the high price, and I think it's a problem in this case. But for example, in my case, my kids don't live with me, and I pay my ticket, my husband pay his ticket, and I think it's better now. But in the past, it was very difficult to travel with your family, mailing North, and in our state, for example, in my case, I live in São Paulo state, and it's possible to travel to Ubatuba, Guarujá, and it's not expensive, but when you are traveling to another state, and it's more expensive, yeah. But I didn't like it to travel by myself. I think it's better to travel with other people. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I totally agree with you guys. I think that it's better, like it's the ideal thing when you travel with everybody that you like in a great place, but it's too expensive. So yeah, we have this problem. And yeah, so let's go to the next question. Yeah, what country would you avoid going, like at all, like you wouldn't like to go, like avoid, and what country you'd love to visit? But it doesn't matter the money, doesn't matter anything, just a country that you like to visit and a country that you would avoid, you wouldn't go. So Rogério, do you have both, like a country you love and a country that you would hate to visit?
Uh, well, I would say that I would avoid to travel to US to Canada because you have to face a lot of bureaucracy to get there. Oh, it's so yeah. I'm not a terrorist. Come on. So yeah, and Portugal as well because I've heard that people there don't like Brazilians. I don't know why we speak the same language. Even they used to say that we don't speak the same language anymore. That we spoil their language. So I actually I'd rather to travel for countries more friendly countries, I would say. So like Thailand, as I told you, Vietnam, and Indonesia, place like that, because they used to receive us in a better way than these countries. Okay.
Yeah, I think that countries in Latin America too, they are more receptive. They like to see foreigners. And yeah, it's cheaper too. So it's also a great option if you haven't visited yet. And it's cool too. So, Luis, what about you? What country you would love to go and would hate to go?
I don't have exactly a list of countries that I wouldn't like to visit, but I wouldn't like to visit countries that have some kind of war tension, or countries that have a historical of violence, or homophobia, or xenophobic, or some kind of exploitation. I think I would like to visit this kind of country. I don't have the list exactly. That's it. Well, in about the countries that I would like to visit, oh, there is a lot, because I would like to visit a lot of places here in Latin America. I would like to visit Argentina, Machu Picchu, a lot of other places, some beaches in Colombia, I think. There's some place that I would like to visit in Europe, like Portugal, Italy, Ireland, maybe. I would like to visit Canada too, but not so much Canada. And that's it. That's it. There is a lot of places. South Africa, for example, I'd like to visit. There's a lot of places.
Yeah, I think like South Africa is really cool. Like it's interesting. And yeah, I think Europe for what we see. And yeah, I think that like you said, like South America, I also think it's a great option. It's cheaper for us and it's cool because it has a lot of beautiful places. and I love like the music, and it's like cool, and the people are cool too. So yeah, they receive us in a great way. So yeah. And Ana Paula, what about you?
In my case, I would avoid going to the United States. I don't know exactly why, but in the past, I worked in a school, and most of the teacher talked bad about this place, and I think I I wouldn't like to visit to the United States, but I the first country I would like to visit is Spain, because I do flamenco dance class, and I would like to go to the presentation and the concert, and at the theater, and I would like to do a tour in Europe. I think it's possible to visit different places in the same moment, the same time. My friend and I are planning to travel to Italy next year, and I am very excited about that. And I would like to visit Thailand, because I saw a lot of pictures, and Rogério talked about that, and my daughter is going to visit too, and I think it's a good place, a beautiful place to visit, and different culture. I think it would be very, very interesting to travel there. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, and it's cool too because, like you said, they have a different culture. So when you go there, it's like you learn a lot of things at the same time and try their food. I'm afraid to try the food, but yeah, maybe some things. I don't know. But yeah, it's cool. I think it's interesting because when you go to a country that you already know about a little bit, like for example, when you go to the United States, you have an idea of how it is, like a little bit. You've never gone, but you have an idea of how it is. But when you go to Thailand or those different countries, it's different. So yeah, I think it's really cool because you have this experience that you'll never forget, I guess. So yeah, Thailand is a interesting country to visit. Yeah, the next question. Yeah, let's go to question 7. Do you remember where did you visit on your last trip? Like, where did you go? And what's the best trip you've ever done, like ever? Rogério, can you start answering question 7?
But yeah, I want to say that you guys, I heard that you guys would like to go to Argentina, and and guys, I used to play video games online with some people from there, and guys, I have to say that they don't like us at all. They don't like us at all. They used to call us as a monkey. I don't know why. For then, all of us are monkeys here in Brazil. They used to call us, yeah, you're a monkey, monkey. They try to imitate a monkey. Then I used to say, bro, come on, stop doing that. Why, man? Yeah, they definitely don't like us. They used to think they are the Europe country in South America. Even they are living a bad situation. Yeah, they used to think they are a Europe country in South America. Come on. So yeah, well, let's back to the to the question. the best trip that I did with my family. It was in Guarujá, in Praia da Pitangueiras. It was amazing. We had a bad time. We had a good time there, and yeah, it's a beautiful place. Good food. So peaceful there. Yeah, we really enjoyed, and yeah, one day we're gonna go back there. Okay.
Yeah, I like what you said about Argentina. I think that it happens in the south of
A
Brazil
lot.
sometimes too, like in the south of Brazil. Not every part of the south of Brazil, like, but some
Mhm.
people in the south of Brazil, like the oldest one, they usually say like, oh, you are from Rio, so you are black or something like this. Like you don't have their color skin; they are really like white. So if you have you are a little bit tanned for like the sun, it's they usually judge you, and if you're not white with and blonde, they usually say, oh, they have this a little bit. So I think like the South, Argentina, the south of Brazil, it happens. Like not everybody, but some people, they have this. So yeah, it's hard. Every
Yeah.
country has a little bit of
Yeah,
this.
but Argentinians, they I don't know why, but they have this kind of prejudice with us. So a great tip: if you go there, pretend that you are from another country, speak in English. Pretend that you're from another country. Don't speak Portuguese at all. Then maybe you're gonna be treated in a good way.
Yeah, because then if you speak English, then you are from the United States, so you are cool for them. So yeah.
Exactly.
So yeah, they have this prejudice. So, or if you try to speak a little, no, you can't speak Spanish, but if you try to speak, you can say you are from Spain or something like this. You're from Europe, or try to put this Portuguese thing in the speech, like trying to speak like a Portuguese. Then you are from Europe. you know, you try to not be a Brazilian. Yeah.
Exactly.
So, Ana Paula, what about you?
My last trip was to Guarujá, and I traveled with two friends. We stayed there during 1 week, and it was amazing. It was possible to have fun with my friends, walk on the beach, and it was amazing. I love it to travel with my friends too. And I traveled a lot of time with my friends, my family, mainly to the beach. And when I have two kids and my husband, and when traveled together, and for me, I live the best moments in my life, because nowadays my daughter is married, my son is married too, and it's very good to travel all together. So I traveled to Capitólio, and for me, the travel was amazing. The place is very, very beautiful. It's a different place. So I think I don't know. I am in Brazil because the place is wonderful. Is wonderful. Is I think the place is excellent. So I traveled with my husband. My kids don't travel, didn't travel with us. And my first travel abroad, it was amazing too, but I didn't travel with my family. But it was amazing because it was the first trip abroad, and I was with my friends as well. And I think I did a good trip in my life, but I would like to continue to travel because now I am retired, and I think I deserve, I don't know, to have a good trip. Yes.
Yeah, now you have time to relax and to travel with. Yeah. So, Luis, what about you?
Well, I don't remember exactly the last trip that I've did, where I was in the last, but I think that it was in an open air museum called Inhotim. It's near Belo Horizonte. It's maybe the biggest museum, open air museum of the America Latina. I don't know exactly. I'm searching the word on Google to explain this because how can I say arte contemporânea? It's a open air contemporary art museum. Inhotim. I will type. I was there. It was a very beautiful place. It's in Brumadinho, a city near Belo Horizonte. And
Where
that's
do you
it.
live, Luis?
I live in a city called Martinho Campos.
One
It's a,
time, yeah, I talked to a girl. She lives in the city. Yeah,
really
yeah,
because it's a very small city, 10,000
yeah.
inhabitants.
I, I,
There,
I studied in another English course, and she lives in the city. I don't remember her name, but
because
yes, yes, it's very
it's a very
interesting.
small city.
Yes,
Almost everyone knows everyone here. Uh, it's almost a big family here. I don't know exactly how to say, but it's very easy to walk on the streets and see someone from your family because it's a really small city. I was living,
yeah.
I was born here and I studied in other city for some years, and I came back to here as I got a full home office job, and I came back. I'm living here for I don't know exactly about 6 months, and I like too much here,
Yeah,
and that's it.
Yeah, I think it's awesome to live in a small city. Like, I don't know, but it's easier for going to one place to the other. It's easier to,
Yes,
yeah, it's more
yes, it's very
calm.
easy, but sometimes you don't have a lot of places to go, and it's something that I feel when I came. Not exactly big city, but more than so much more than 10,000 inhabitants, and there is a lot of things to do every time. But here, these don't happen. We don't have a lot of things every time, but we have internet connection. It's good. So
Yeah, so guys, our time is almost over. We have 1 minute. So I'd like to thank you guys for being here today. It was a great conversation. And we talked about everything, almost prejudice against Brazilians and different places. And yeah, it was really nice. I want to talk. So yeah, thank you for coming today. And I hope I see you next week at this time on my meetings. I hope. And yeah, that's it, guys.
okay. Thank you, Luana. Thank you.
Thank you guys. Take care.
Thank you so much.